Hey guys, welcome back to our fourth episode of Daisy Girl Rants.
Four
Guys,
episodes, oh my goodness.
crazy. Who are we? With each episode, we're like, who are we?
Who are we?
We're
Every
Daisy
single
Girl
time.
Rants.
Where are Daisy Girl Rants?
We are queen of being consistent.
Absolutely. And in case you guys couldn't tell by the colors and the lovey-dovey, today is Valentine's Day, the day where we're filming.
It is 14th February 2024.
Oh my goodness. So freaking cute. And speaking of Valentine, happy Valentine's!
Guys, literally, we got each other cards, and she made me a flowers bouquet.
It kind of looks a little bit bad, but you know.
It looks so cute. Thank you so much. Happy
Thank you
Valentine's
so much. Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day to you.
Thank you.
This is Valentine's Day. You see this, even if you're single on Valentine's Day, you can still embrace your friends. Give them Valentine's Day cards. Give them chocolates.
Where's the chocolate?
Where's my chocolate?
Oh. Anyway, guys. So for this episode, we were thinking of sharing our experiences with Valentine's Day as a single woman and as a married woman. Covering all the spectrum. So we got you guys. We literally got you.
Every single situation we've been through it too.
We've literally been there. We're literally your big sister.
Unless you're older than us, then just figure it out.
Figure out the math.
But yeah, actually, last Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
I was not married. I was actually engaged.
Oh.
So that was like our relationship was like building. We had just gotten engaged, and I was like, "Is he gonna do something for me for Valentine's Day?" I was literally so scared. I was like, if he doesn't do something, I wasn't gonna show the disappointment.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be disappointed. But yeah, he pulled through.
So cute. What'd he do?
We were basically living in different cities, so he ordered flowers to my house.
That is so cute.
And it was so cute, and like my mom brought it in, and she was like, "There's flowers." I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Did you take a picture?
Yeah, I did take a picture.
Cute picture.
And my cat was like investigating. He was like, "What is this?"
The cat is like, "This is so foreign. What is happening here?"
What is this love though? I've never seen this before. But yeah, that was like my first proper Valentine's Day experience. Before that, I had like never received flowers or anything on Valentine's Day. And like I remember like in school, did you guys have that thing where you had to like you would like be able to send like candy to your friends?
I went to an all-girls school.
Oh yeah, I did as well.
Oh,
but
no,
we still had
didn't.
something where we could send like chocolates and stuff to our friends. But
That is so cute.
It's very, very high school, but very cute. I love it. So this year I decided to embrace the Valentine-ness.
Stop it.
But yeah, what about you? Like, what has been your like experience as a single woman on
Oh
Valentine's Day?
my god, it's just been not that great, guys. Not that great. If you can relate,
Yes.
if you can relate, thumbs up this video. But anyway, so as a single woman, Valentine's Day can sometimes get a bit overwhelming because you like see everyone on the street walking. It's either a man walking with a bouquet of flowers he's gonna give his girlfriend, or it's either the girlfriend walking with the bouquet of flowers she received from her man. So and like you just see everyone with the bouquet of flowers and you're like, where's my bouquet of flowers? But Maheen really showed up this year and I was like so happy. But yeah, I think for single people, this is genuinely a time of year where I feel like you can get into this headspace where you just have to question yourself.
That's true.
You're like, why not me? Why don't I have a Valentine? Why hasn't anyone asked me to be their Valentine? Why don't I have a bouquet of flowers? But now I do, so I can't even say that, guys.
Exactly.
I literally can't say that. I can't even say, why didn't I get a card? Because I literally have a card. So, but yeah, regardless, I think Valentine's Day can be just really questionable.
I think it can be a bit challenging, but I feel like this is the perfect time for you to have like a little Valentine's thing.
Yeah.
Just like embrace your friends, you know, like your friends are your Valentines. I feel like Valentine's is
it's not about like
romance,
relationships. Yeah, it's about love, and this can be any
kind of love for sure. Like if you're with your mom, get her some flowers, get her some chocolates. She can be your Valentine too. If you're with your friends, they can be your Valentines too, of course.
My mom, she used to do this thing. I think even last year she did this for Valentine's. She got us each like just a single rose, and I was like,
so cute.
She did this even when we were children. She used to give us roses, and I was
that's so cute.
So she has literally set my standard where I now expect flowers. And this year I was like, I'm not gonna get a flower from my mom, but I got a whole bouquet from Maheen.
I am a mom friend, guys, in case you did not know. So yeah,
she
this is expected. I really am.
But yeah, my mom has set my standard, so it's a bit difficult to top that.
Yeah,
But
for
Maheen
sure.
has just topped that.
Stop
Stop
it.
it.
I'm glad that I made these flowers for you. But yeah, for sure, celebrate your friends on Valentine's Day. And guys, if you're thinking, oh my goodness, what is my girlfriend want for Valentine's Day? Write her a letter and she will literally love you.
Get her a bouquet of roses or any flowers.
Guys, it's
She's
so
gonna
cheap as well,
marry you.
honestly. It's not that expensive.
It's genuinely not hard to think of a
Yeah.
Valentine's present. It's
It really
so
isn't.
easy. Like women, I'm gonna say it is very easy. Like we are so easy to please. Anything and everything will.
Because I
make
think
us happy.
we're more about like the thought behind something
100%.
rather than the actual thing. So like for example, this kind of looks like a car crash, but it's the thought that
Hey,
counts. It's the thought that counts.
It's the prettiest car crash I've ever seen in that case. But yeah, in case you were wondering, hey, what are they wearing? I've never seen them in those
We're
attire.
literally representing our country today. We're in desi wear, representing India and Pakistan.
Pink desi
Oh
wear.
my god, I love it.
My
Desi girl, my desi girl. I literally look so Pakistani. I'm kind of like tempted to talk in my real accent.
Real accent. What? Do you
Guys, I have a secret.
have I ever heard of the secret before?
You've heard my real accent. You know when I talk to my husband on the phone, then you're like, what is that accent? And I'm like, oh.
I have heard it.
Yeah. So guys, I don't
She
know.
has a secret express.
I literally have another accent. This is not my
Guys,
real accent.
please don't judge her for this.
Don't judge me, guys. It's not that I'm whitewashed. It's literally, I don't know if you guys have heard of the concept code switching. So I actually feel like this was like a huge thing on TikTok. Did you see like that Sarah and Avni thing where Sarah was talking in her real Indian accent, and like there was this other creator who was like,
Wait, actually, we need to give further context. So when they started their TikTok, Sarah and Avni, they both have a very prominent British accent because they, I think, work here for the most part.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, Sarah started suddenly talking in her Indian accent. Yeah. And so everyone was calling her out for being fake or mocking the Indian accent. And then she did come out saying that actually, guys, this is called code switching. Code switching is...
Code switching is basically when you switch to an accent depending on your environment. So that's my understanding of it. And it's something that I've experienced my whole life, by the way. So I also grew up in the UK. So I've been here for coming on 10 years now.
Yeah.
And when I'm with my Pakistani friends or like my Desi friends who like have an accent and I'm talking to them, I tend to talk in my Desi accent. So it's the accent that I use with my friends, my Pakistani friends, my family. And it's different to this accent. So this accent is the one that I use when I'm surrounded by people who have like more like British accents or like American accents.
Hey, I literally don't have an accent.
Yeah, but the Dubai accent. You have a Dubai accent.
No idea what she's talking about.
Yeah.
No idea.
If you know, you know. So yeah, I actually feel like kind of exposed right now because when I was in university, and the friend who I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. So when I was in university, I had a Pakistani friend, shout out Abdullah, and basically we would be in class, and when I was talking to him, I was talking my Pakistani accent, and then when I would say something in class, I would put my hand up and talk in this accent, and he used to make so much fun of me. He'd be like, "What are you doing? What is this accent?" And
he's like fakey snakey.
Yeah, literally.
He was like fake Maheen.
And the first time that I talked to my husband on the phone in front of her, she was like, what is
I was like, what is happening? Maheen, explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Should I reveal my accent? Oh my goodness.
Accent reveal! Okay, 3, 2, 1. Don't be shy, don't be shy.
Okay, so basically this is how I talk when I talk in my Pakistani accent.
Yeah.
So this is how I talk to my family, to my husband, and yeah, like I feel like I'm kind of desifying it a little bit more. Or like, I don't even know. This feels so weird, guys.
No,
I've never done this before.
I feel like when you talk to Abdu, at least, you have... It's even more desi than this.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe now, because maybe you're conscious, maybe I'm here, maybe shy or something. They make you shy, just say it.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I genuinely and wholly did not know code switching was a thing until like I heard Maheen talking to her husband, and I'm like, what is going on? And then our friend Supriya, shout out Supriya.
Shout out Supriya.
Supriya, you've been watching our videos.
Oh my goodness.
Caught, you are caught. But and then Supriya told me about the concept, and I'm like, I was like, that can't be real. I'm like, what is
crazy,
that even? Yeah. And then we saw Sarah and Avni's video, and then they further explained it, and I was like, Maheen has this.
Yeah.
Maheen literally has this.
And it's so funny because like on my little spam account that I have with all my friends. So I have like my like British friends, and I have like my Pakistani friends as well, and my family on there. So when I'm in Pakistan and I'm talking in my Pakistani accent, and when I'm around my husband, I'm talking my Pakistani accent. Everyone's like, "What is that accent?"
Yeah.
Because then I make videos with this accent as
Yeah.
well. But I do have to highlight that there's not one, like I did mention like real accent, but actually now that I'm thinking about it, there's not one real accent, one fake accent. It's not that I try to put this accent on. It's literally like it's
subconscious.
Just it just happens.
I see the subconscious switch when
just,
she's with her husband.
Just happens, and I get really confused when I'm around both of them.
Yeah,
like,
in the kitchen. Yeah.
when my husband comes to visit, and then I'm with her, I'm like talking to her in this accent, and I'm talking to him in a different accent. And like obviously, you can just say like, why didn't you just talk in like one accent?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. But it's not even. It's just it feels so difficult to do.
It's literally subconscious, because you could easily talk to your husband as well in the same accent you talk to me, but it subconsciously switches.
And it's like it's really interesting because my course mates, like I have a lot of Indian course mates, so when they talk in like their Indian accent, you know, sometimes I actually sit there, I'm like, I really wish I talked in my like native accent, because I feel weird talking like this with them because they have a Desi accent. But then it's too late now, because if I switch on my course mates, they're gonna be like, what? Yeah. What is going on? Yeah. They're gonna be like, why are you talking? Are you making fun of us? They're gonna think that you're making fun of them. Now it's too late too. That's actually how the Sar and Abdi thing came about. Yeah. So there was this particular creator who made a video, and she was like, there's this Desi girl creator on here who talks in an Indian accent, talks like in a fake Indian accent. Yeah. And I know it's not real, because if I fake my Indian accent, that's exactly how I would sound. And I was kind of like, girl, you really messed with this one.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like initially, I was like, I agree with that. But then I started actually seeing more videos about code switching, and I started realizing, this is
because you didn't know what code switching was. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is actually you are not an NR, you are an NRP. Non-residential Pakistani?
I am a residential Pakistani. Foreign Pakistani.
Okay.
She's an NRI.
Yeah.
I'm a foreign Pakistani.
Okay, that's the term for you guys?
For sure.
Okay. Sorry guys, a little cultural difference. Spanish. But because the difference between Maheen and I, even though we were not born and raised in our native countries.
I was born in Pakistan.
Even though we weren't raised in our native countries, Maheen and I, like, she was raised in Saudi Arabia, and then you came to UK, but I was born and raised in Dubai, and so like because of that I never had to face the struggle of having to switch my accents between this or that. Definitely. And like even when I talk to my grandparents, for example, because I've heard code switching mostly take place when you talk to your parents or your grandparents or your uncles or aunts in your country of origin, I realize I don't face that because I don't talk to them in English. I talk to them in my native language. Yeah. And so when I do speak in English, it's to my mom or to my family or to her, to my friends, to anyone and everyone. Yeah. And so like because that I didn't really have to switch my accent. For sure. But yeah, I never really knew code switching was a thing until I got here. Yeah. And I realized that I honestly, if I was put in that situation where, for example, I came to a white country at, how old were you, 10?
I was a little bit older. I was about 14, 15.
And if I had a Desi accent and everyone around me had a British accent, I would have also switched my accent to like fit in.
For sure. Because actually, fun fact. So I went to a British school in Saudi. So I had that flip that early on. Okay. But before that, I was in Pakistan because I was born there. Then I like grew up there, and I had like somewhat of a Desi accent. And then when I went to a British school and I was surrounded by British people, then I switched. That's how early it was for me. So when people are like, "Oh, are you faking your accent?" I'm like, "No, imagine I was in year 2 at the time, so I was literally a child."
She had to adapt, so that she wouldn't get bullied.
Yeah. I still got bullied though. Yeah,
she's a victim of bullying.
Still got bullied. Shout out to my bullying victims. Comment down below if you're a bullying victim.
I thought you were gonna shout out your bullies, but shout out to her bullies as well, because look at her now.
Thriving. Yeah. Actually, interestingly, so when I was in Pakistan, obviously I met all my husband's friends. Shout out to you guys because I know you follow this page as well. And I was thinking when they follow the page, they must be thinking, ooh, what is this accent?
Ooh, I did not think about that.
I was thinking about it. I was getting kind of conscious. I was like, I hope they don't think I'm faking it. Because obviously when I speak to them, I used to speak like this. Like I used to speak in my Pakistani accent, and they only ever heard that. And then I'm talking in this accent, and they must be like, is she faking it? I'm not. I'm not, guys.
She's fake.
I'm not fake, guys. I promise. I feel like this actually kind of relates back to one of the things that we talked about in the earlier episodes about like embracing your culture and stuff.
Ooh,
For sure, because I feel like it's about embracing your accent and everything. And you know, guys, the interesting thing is that before I came to university for my master's, I told myself I'm gonna embrace my proper Desi accent. I just couldn't do it. I was faced with like the first person I interacted with, by the way, was her. I went into the kitchen. She was cutting cucumbers. She was like, hey. I was like,
Hey, I literally was not like, hey. I was like, hey.
guys, she thought my husband was my brother or my cousin.
Well, I literally didn't expect him to be your husband because I was like, she looks like she's my age.
She was cutting cucumbers and she's like, hey. I was like, oh, hey. And I was like, she's not gonna like me.
And then
here we are.
literally started our podcast. And here we are cooking food together, podcasting together, making.
Oh my god, so cute.
Look how far we've come.
But yeah, I feel like it does tie into kind of embracing your culture, being able to speak in your real accent. And guys, to be honest, I'm not comfortable with doing that yet. I really hope that when I apply for jobs and hopefully, inshallah, I get a job, I really hope that I'm able to embrace my full Desi accent. But you know, the sad thing is I feel like people won't take me seriously
Yeah,
when I talk in that
100%.
accent.
Especially in this country.
In this country, like I
Or-
feel like if you have a Desi accent, people think that
They undermine you.
Yeah, they think you're dumb. They think you're
Yeah.
stupid because they think
They don't think you're on their level, basically.
yeah, exactly.
Because you have an accent.
Which is sad. It
So-
is really sad, but it's real. Did you see that thing on TikTok, or was it? I don't know when it was. Actually, it was a while ago. But I think someone's mother said that if only you knew how smart I was in my native language or something along those lines. That made me really sad, actually.
Wasn't it in Modern Family?
Was it?
I think it was Sophia.
Oh, I
Vega.
thought it was a real person.
Well, technically, that is also her struggle. She
That's
is
true.
a woman of color.
That's true. Oh yeah, maybe actually it was in Modern Family. Guys, this is what happens when you're delulu. I literally was like, yeah, it's a real person.
This is what happens when you chronically. Because even for a moment, I was kind of saying, yeah,
it's a real person. It's a real
I
person.
literally see that video. Then I'm like, wait a minute. So, guys, be proud of your culture. Be proud of your love for whoever it is.
Whatever kind of love it is, platonic,
support.
romantic, any kind.
Any kind, but the legal kind.
The legal kind of we're really not trying to embrace anything on this. Everything is legal above board.
Above age as well.
Oh.
So, guys, we hope you enjoyed our Valentine's episode.
Anyway,
So, serenade me in this episode, guys. Literally, she's married.
But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We hope you tune in for the next episode, and we will see you guys later. Bye.